welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. I'm glad to see that y'all come back now. For you new viewers, if you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. I guarantee it. Now, let me tell you something. Have you ever wondered why our women are unruly, why they are so disrespectful, and why they refuse to admire the masculinity that is found in a man? It's because they are out of pocket. When I say out of pocket, what do that necessarily mean? It doesn't always mean bad behavior, but it is akin to it. When I say a woman is out of pocket, what I'm saying is she doesn't know her position. She need to go back in her spot. In other words, someone needs to put these women in their place. And I know women don't like that. They may say I'm representing misogyny or whatnot. No, I'm just representing order. Good, decent, proven order. The order of things, the way things should go, a system. Now, I'm going to give you some women that's going to talk about this. And I want you to see these women actually have some understanding, except for one. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want you to see exactly what I'm talking about. Hope y'all enjoy. Let me know what you think about it now. Here we go.
Black people are the only people that talk about money in relationships.
It's crazy.
Because other cultures just know the man is going to be the caretaker or the provider. Like, other cultures just know that. But when I say it, in the comments like, what the fuck, this lazy bitch, what's she talking about? Every other culture understands the man is the provider and the woman is a nurturer. That's not even a conversation that they have because they already know it. They grow up knowing that. Yeah. Black people are the only people that see our moms do more than our dads, and so we have a reverse thinking about it. We think, oh, well, my mom did it so I could do it, or my mom did it so she can do it. That's why so many black women are unmarried, because we don't have roles. Gender roles.
She's correct. She's going back to exactly what I said. Gender roles. Being in your lane, staying in your lane, playing your position. If you refuse to do what is naturally right, which is be submissive to a man, ladies, you'll never be happy. It don't matter how much money you got. This is why you find so many millionaire women who get divorced, why so many millionaire celebrity women always go from husband to husband to husband, get a husband on January, next year on February she got another one, 2 years later in March she got another one. Come on, man. You got to play your position. Get in your position, ladies. You know what I mean? Let's get it and keep it going.
Are unmarried because we don't have roles. Gender roles are not a bad thing in marriage. Everyone needs to have their, if I don't know my role, how do I know what part I'm playing in anything? Sure. When you're on a basketball team, everybody has their position. Everybody has their role. You need to know what your role is. And a woman's role.
That is so right. If you play basketball, we all got different positions. If you play football, you have different positions. And each role, each position dictates to you what your purpose is. You see, when a woman is not walking in her divine feminine energy, her purpose is unknown to her. She don't know what her purpose is. And what happens when you don't know what your purpose is? You pursue other things and make those other things your purpose because you don't know how to fulfill yourself. Being a woman who walks in her feminine energy is fulfilling to a woman. Just like a man who walks in his masculinity, it fulfills him. It gives him purpose. It gives him direction. He knows what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? It's definitive of who he is. Now, women, when you are trying to walk in masculinity, you are not walking in your divine purpose. So therefore, you're going to have confusion. You're going to have trauma bonds because you're going to choose the wrong men, especially men that you feel that you can run over. Think about what I'm saying.
Everybody has their position. Everybody has their role. You need to know what your role is. And a woman's role is the nurturer. And if you have kids, the caregiver. And the man's role is the provider. And he brings in the money. He brings in the money and the woman manages it. And that's how the household's supposed to run.
The lack of tradition in black culture is...
That's right. There is a lack of tradition. It was traditional back in the day for a woman to be submissive to her husband. Shoot, before they even got married, it was traditional for a woman to have a certain degree of respect for men. I'd like to also bring this up. There was a time where people used to respect preachers. You know, a lot of them are fools. I'm talking about the ones who are fake and ain't called to be a preacher, but want to be to make money. If you had a bottle of liquor or a beer, you saw a preacher walk by, you try to hide it from him because you're trying to show respect to him and to respect to the God he claimed that he serves, right? Now, a preacher can walk by, people know about it, and they got a whole bunch of, they'll smoke weed in front of them, drink in front of them, just no damn respect. And a lot of that teaching comes from the single-parent home that are dominated by women. Let's keep it going.
Why are Black women the only group that's being asked to build men up financially? Like, I just really want men to...
Tell me where women are being asked to build men up financially.
Why are Black women the only group that's being asked to build men up financially? Like, I just really want men to drop down in the comments and help me understand this, because I don't hear my white brothers, I don't hear my Asian brothers, the Latin brothers, I don't hear my Indian or Arab.
Now, this is a big hypocrite. Black women today, in my most humble opinion, walk in hypocrisy like at an all-time high. They are celebrating hypocrisy. What do I mean? She compares black men to other men of other ethnic groups for doing this or not doing that. But when men compare black women to other women of ethnic group for not doing this or for doing that, they get pissed off and say, how dare you? They call you a sellout. They call you a male chauvinist. They'll call you a pig. They'll call you an Uncle Tom. They'll say, look, you just don't love black sisters. You don't love black women. But it's okay for them to compare black men to other people. And we're just supposed to take that, right?
Arab kings out here asking their woman to build them up financially. I don't hear that.
So this post is to my fellow African American women who feel the same way as this woman does. I work around a lot of foreign people, a lot of foreign families. I work around Indians, I work around Africans and Koreans and Romanians and Hispanic families. And one thing that I can tell you with confidence is 99.99% of African American women could not, would not, and is not capable of being the type of woman and playing the role that women play in their families within these cultures. The fact that you call some of the things that we deal with struggle love, that makes me know right there that there is no way that you could hold up to the type of women they are in other cultures in their families. Have you ever watched an Indian family run a hotel? Even though the man is the head of the household and even though their marriages are arranged, do you know what the women do within that family? I mean, I don't think you understand that there is no such thing as a soft girl era. It's just not. I mean, and no one in these families will look at building a family together as struggle love. None of them look at it that way.
That's right. They call it struggle love. In other words, when women say struggle love in that regard, what they mean is they have to do something. They got to contribute to the relationship. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All you want to do is tell your girls you got drunk Casamigos, and then you did this.
I fucked a black man. Isn't that the way it works around here?
All you want to talk about is who you slept with, who you screwed, how you finessed everybody. And that's what's going on right now. It's just the truth of it. Y'all got to learn how to get back to what's right, because y'all been so wrong for so long.
In fact, in a lot of cultures around the world, you can't even marry as a man if you don't have your bread together. So why are black women being told we need to help upbuild? Why are we being told we need to ride or die? Why?
This lady made a comment about...
I'm sorry, I think that's pretty much it of that. Didn't realize that. But anyway, still goes to what I said, man. A lot of these women over here, but hold on for a second. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man, wrong button. One more time.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Now, what I'm about to say is, a lot of you women are out of pocket, man. A lot of you women don't want to be in your respective roles. Look, the man is over you. It's just what it is. And the thing is, you hate that. You want to be men. You want to try to drain us of our masculinity so you can put that masculinity on yourselves. That's why one of the things I can't stand now, I used to think it was cool when I was younger, when we used to refer to some women as tomboys. Now, I realize now later in life, that was just some of the start of what we're going to see today. Because a woman who is a tomboy or boyish, that means that she is displaying certain attributes of masculinity. Does not mean that she cannot be feminine. But I think we need to keep men now, at my age, 46 in October, we need to keep young boys. None of this painting your fingernails and stuff like that like a woman. None of this arching your eyebrows like a woman. Wearing these skinny tight jeans like a woman. It look like you got on some dang spandex when you with your skinny jeans on. You know, I be seeing old men trying to dress like a youngster with them tight pants. That don't even make any sense. I would never put on a pair of pants that I have to shake like this to try to put on, have to wiggle my tush and try to wiggle my booty to get into my pants. Man, that's feminine. That's what women do when they put on them tight pants and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We got to start telling our young men, our young boys, that it's okay to be a man, because we're living in a society right now where women are telling men, and weaker, lesser beta male suckers are telling our young little boys that masculinity is toxic. Now think about what is toxic. If a man stands on his own if he stands on his principles, that makes him toxic. If a man has standards, that makes him toxic. If a man tells a woman no, that makes him toxic. If he tells a woman he's the head of the household and she rebels against that and he ain't putting up with that, that makes him toxic. When a man want to teach his boy how to be a real man in the future, a real man in the future, that's toxic. I would like to submit to everyone out there that they have toxic femininity. But they're not teaching their girls how to be feminine. What makes their femininity, I wouldn't even call it, I call it the toxic absence of femininity, because they teach them how to be men. They teach them how to not to be appreciative. They teach them how to be ugly in the soul. And that's just the truth of it. It's just the truth of it. And let me say this. The reason why a lot of our young boys turning out the way they are today is because when women raise boys in a single parent household and they have a daughter and they have a son, they raise their daughters, but they love their sons. It's a difference. They teach their daughters to go out and get education, get a high-earning job, and not to depend on a man. Teach them how to be self-sufficient. Teach them how to be providers and protectors of themselves and possibly of their children. So they raise their daughters. But for the son, they love him. So they let him go ahead and knock up every other female out there and let him not take any responsibility for the children that he done fathered and stuff, because she love him. She'll let a young man who don't even want to work at all come stay at her house and lay her son now, stay on the couch, want to play video games all day, and she don't put no fire underneath his ass to go out there and get a job. Why? Because she loves him. She want to cuddle him. She want to be softer than him. But when it comes to their daughters, they want to teach them how to be men. And when it comes to being a boy, they want to teach them boys how to be girls, how to be subservient to the woman, how to lay down their musty back like a woman with a musty back and have his legs up in the air like that while she trying to eat his booty. That's what she want to do. These single parent mothers today are creating. They are creating the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Nook Nooks, the Tyrone, and everybody else in between, the June Bugs, all of them. They are creating these dudes that they say that they cannot stand. Because black women, in my most humble opinion, who are single mothers, they raise their daughters, but they love their son. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Yeah, you can call me the bad guy, and I'm all right with that. I'm perfectly cool with that. Now, y'all have a good one, you know. Excuse me, now I don't know where that came from. Have a good one now. You hear? Let me go ahead and set this up right quick, and I'll see you next time.